Hey guys, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's build, we are building in San Myshuno, this little apartment across the hall from Penny Pizzazz's apartment. And we are using and featuring pretty much the new Pastel Pop Kit. I almost said Color Pop. Not what I wanted to say. And we also do scatter in some of the other brand new kit items, the Everyday Clutter Kit, which oh my gosh, I was so excited about. I'm not at all disappointed. I don't know. I just assumed that there wouldn't be like a theme. Like I feel like it was kind of like fitness themed. I don't know. You guys may disagree, but there's lots of different like fitness items in there. And of course there's other things as well. Like there's a jewelry stand, there's glasses, there's a notebook. So there's definitely a handful of things that aren't fitness related, but I don't know. I guess I just thought it would be different, especially for their very first clutter kit. I thought that it would be, I don't know, more like everyday clutter. And not to say that people don't work out every day, because there's lots and lots of people that do, but I don't know, I guess I just picture it being different. Like I maybe pictured like some books, I can't even think of things off the top of my head, but it basically did tick all the boxes, I'd say, for probably your average builder. So overall, I'm not complaining. I'm very excited, but as you can tell from the title, this is mostly based around the brand new Pastel Pop Kit. And I just went through and placed down all the items that I feel like I was going to use. So the apartment is filled with all these different items and they're all in random places, but it ends up coming together really well and rather quickly, which was nice. And that's something that I love about renovating apartments is the builds are so much quicker and there's only so much you can do with a floor plan, especially with the way that the windows are laid out and all of that. So yeah, I wanted to feature as many of the items from that kit as I could, and I think I did a pretty good job. I will say though, the only thing that kind of bugged me about this build was I didn't realize it until after, but there's no dresser in this apartment, which isn't the end of the world. You could always click on your sim and have them change their outfit and all that, but I feel like normally it would bother me. But as I was playtesting here and taking screenshots and I realized that there was no dresser, I was like, well, where can we logically fit one? And I just decided to not. I was thinking maybe we could fit like a really small one in the front entryway. Actually, that's kind of a good idea. Maybe I will do that. I'll do that because I just love when my builds are realistic. Like most people, I would assume, have a dresser. Like even if you have like a closet, I feel like lots of people still have dressers. I don't know, like some kind of extra storage for clothing. I don't know, I could be wrong, but I've always had a dresser, no matter what kind of closet space I have. But maybe I'll do that. If you guys see a dresser in the screenshots, then you know that I put a dresser, obviously. But if you do want to download this build, it will be available on the gallery as of right now under my EA ID, which is ashleyyangelinaa, spelled with 2 Y's and 2 A's at the end of Angelina. And if you want to follow me over on Instagram while you're at it, my name is the exact same as it is on the gallery, ashleyyangelinaa, spelled with 2 Y's and 2 A's at the end of Angelina. But as you can see, we are pretty much furnishing the kitchen now. I wanted to feature, obviously, more pastels just to kind of tie in the theme here. So we went with this nice like rose gold stove top. It's the electric stove top, which I don't often use because personally in my real life I would love a gas stove, but I think that this one just looks really good with the refrigerator that we chose. And I ended up hanging these like pendant style lights, I guess you could say, from the Dream Home Decorator pack. I almost said kit. We've just had so many like kits recently, especially since I am like still a bit rusty with building and doing my voiceovers and all that, but that is one of my favorite packs. I love that career option. It's a lot of fun, especially since I am a builder. It is fun to go through a lot of the base game homes, which is what I feel like in my experience my sims end up doing a lot. And it's just because like base game homes, I don't know, they're just not always base game, but just like, well, yeah, definitely base game, because there's lots of like, you know, newer packs where the EA team has like teamed up with actual builders and they make these really beautiful builds. But a lot of base game builds, they're flawed for sure, and I know that many of you could agree, but I love having my Sims go through and fix them up room by room without me actually having to go through and like renovate it on my own. You know what I mean? May as well give your Sims some credit for that. But anyway, I'm like rambling about stuff that doesn't really have much to do with this build. So obviously, as you can see, we placed lots of different pastels. I placed some random items like this little cart here that's from, I think, the Nifty Knitting pack. Is that a kit or a pack? I'm like, it's a pack. It's a stuff pack, I believe. But I placed that here because it just has lots of pastels in it, and it came in lots of different pastel swatches. As you can see, I just opted for the white swatch, but I think it goes well here. And I feel like if you wanted your Sim to have some specific hobbies, then maybe, you know, knitting would be a good one, because a lot of the items in the Nifty Knitting pack are very pastel, and they kind of fit in with this theme here. It's very cutesy, feminine, kind of kitty in my opinion, but not too kitty, like not cheesy, cartoony kitty, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, a little bit playful, I guess, is probably the better way to put it. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just placing down all this clutter. These are some of my favorite clutter pieces. The notebook is really cute. I love how there's like, I don't know if it's like a post-it or like a little, oh my gosh, what's that called? Like a, oh my gosh, you put it in a book, literally, what? It's like a little tag so you can open up to the specific page that you want. Why can't I think of it? Anyway, it's either one of those two things. I think it's the tag, but I don't know. It's just so cute. I do love the water bottle. The water bottle is very realistic, I think, and I would hope that lots of people just have a water bottle sitting around their house, whether it's a water bottle or a glass of water. Like, just got to stay hydrated, you know? And these candles are nice. Obviously, those candles are not from the Everyday Clutter kit, but I just love the way that this apartment turned out. Obviously, as you can tell, I used platforms here, so I did have some trouble actually uploading this to the gallery. I had to basically redo the entire bedroom, which was really irritating because once I lowered both of these platforms that lead up to the bedroom area, they were still considered separate rooms. So when I would drag the room in either direction, it would just screw up all my furnishing and wallpaper and all that, which is very irritating. Definitely more of a user error, but I think that there could be some kind of special update in there so that prevents it from happening, because that was very irritating. I honestly considered not uploading this build this week because of that, but I was like, okay, I'm being lazy. What would it take, like 3 minutes for me to fix it? Like, I have screenshots for reference. Like, it's not that complicated. But anyway, if you do want to download this, or you do end up downloading this, then you're going to want to raise your platforms. So this bedroom is actually raised by 2 tiles, and then the step leading up to the bedroom is 1 tile basically. Or you can just leave it all one level, but I thought it made for some nice separation. And I do end up placing a curtain up next to the bed, like on that wall next to the bed. There's no actual wall there, which personally doesn't bother me. But often when I'm playing, I don't ever see, you know, these columns or the, what do you call those? Like the ceiling, basically. Like I'm never playing in that style to where I can actually see the ceiling. So it doesn't bother me that that the curtain is basically just floating in midair. In my opinion, it just looks like it's attached to the wall, and I don't know, probably attached to the ceiling. I don't really know. But if that bothers you guys, then definitely add some, you know, room separation there, whether you add a real wall or a column or something there. But I just felt it wasn't super necessary. And then here I'm just placing some more little cute decorations. We placed some essentially Christmas lights, but they're from the kids room stuff pack or something. I just thought it would be kind of nice to get some light over in that corner, since we don't have any pendant lights or anything like that hanging above the dining room table. And I just thought it would be really cute as well. Like if you were down on the street in San Myshuno and you looked up into this apartment and you see some lights, you know, like strung up on their windows. I don't know. I just think it'd be super cute, whether it's Christmas time or not. But As you can see, we've now moved on into the hallway area, and this is where I'm debating on putting like a really small dresser. I could use that really skinny, like more narrow, tall dresser from the Tiny Living stuff pack. I don't know, I'm debating, but I think I might do it if I have room and if it's functional. Like, I don't want to crowd this space too much. But also I think it would make a lot of sense to have a dresser in here. I don't know. Going into this build, I definitely wanted to put a walk-in closet from the Get Together pack, but I didn't. I ran out of room, and I also forgot that I wanted to do that. And then I already had the bedroom put together, and I was like, oh, well, there's definitely nowhere where we could really fit that. I could have gotten rid of the desk, but I didn't want to because the desk just features a lot of new items from both of these kits, so I didn't want to do that, obviously. And then pretty soon we're going to be jumping into the bathroom, and I think the bathroom ends up turning out really cute. Usually bathrooms I kind of struggle with because they're just kind of whatever, you know, it's like a very necessary room, but you just kind of need the basics. It doesn't need to be too complicated, but I still wanted to stick with the pastel theme, obviously, so we end up using some wall tiles from, I believe, the high school years expansion pack. It's been a minute since I've touched that pack, especially like the wallpapers. I actually don't even know if I've used the wallpapers from that until this build, so that's why I'm not super familiar if it's from that pack or not. But as you can see, we used that little cookie rug, cookie cracker rug. I think it's like a cookie rug, but I honestly was not sure that I would ever be able to use that, but I think it works really well in here sized down. I wish that I could have placed a plant next to the sink. It doesn't fit because your sim can't reach the toilet and the shower and all that if it's there. So I did unfortunately have to delete it, as you will see in the screenshots, but we are pretty much coming up on the screenshots here any minute now. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching today's build. I hope you stick around for the screenshots because this apartment just, in my opinion, turned out so cute. And again, if you want to download this off the gallery, you can do so. I have all my links listed down below in the description box, and I hope to see you guys in a future build. Bye.